guys, welcome back on the channel. Today, as promised, the showcase of my Scottish contingent of the Second Scottish Wars of Independence. This is the period under King Robert II of Scotland, son of Robert the Bruce, a quite capable commander who unfortunately lost in the major battle of Neville's Cross and was captured. Now, these miniatures are all from Claymore castings, and they're based in 40 by 40 bases, with 4 miniatures per side per base, so we can keep them close order feel. Now, depending on how you want to play or what rules you play and what are the rules, you will base them accordingly. But what I have done is that, because in sword point that I'm using, the shiltrons have the knights in front, creating a shield wall to protect behind the shiltron spearmen. We have the knights in front. Here is the Earl of Carrick, for example, different Scottish knights. I don't remember them all, to tell you the truth, but you have all of here is, for example, the King, obviously I have in front, different Scottish commanders, the Earl of March, you have also Douglas, you have Stuart. Here's Stuart, the son of Robert the Bruce's first daughter, who became a king afterwards. You have also, many different commanders. Here is Douglas. So, for example, you have the commanders in front, and if you go in the back, you will see you have the shiltron formations, and here are the Scottish shiltrons. Now, something you should do in a medieval army, even if you don't paint that well, is banners. You must always have banners, many banners. This is what 100 Years' War was. Banners everywhere. Every noble, every commander has his retinue, had his banners. So you make the army look much, much better, very imposing, and actually it helps. This colorfulness of banners during the 100 Years' War is something that makes the armies very distinctive from other eras. So let's go and see a little bit the King, Robert II. Here he is, Claymore castings with his bannerman and his retainers. Very beautiful figure from Claymore castings. Really, Claymore castings, really the best for that era. Really, by far, there's no comparison, with amazing action poses that really create a great atmosphere. So let's take him in the side and see the others. So you see here, I have a mix. You see here, we have a mix of nobles with normal soldiers, children, spearmen. It's nice to mix and match, depending obviously on the rules you're playing, but it's nice so you can have a more realistic, and your army is looking better. So let's go and see a bit behind how they look, and here is how they look. This is a contingent. It could be an army. It's quite big, I mean, for any standard. But how do you fight? How do you play the Scots? The Scots were basically annihilated by the longbow. As soon as Edward III started using the longbow, the shiltrons are obsolete. The power of the shiltron was during the time of Robert the Bruce, Bannockburn, where they annihilated the English mounted knights. But after Edward III managed to, use a longbow, they were really in big trouble until they reached the English. If they reach in hand-to-hand combat, they're extremely powerful, but until they reach, they're not. So they're very vulnerable. Usually rules depict this. So let us have a look and see how these armies can be deployed historically, and how I suggest you do it. So schiltrons, depending on how many you have. So here you have 6 bases. That is 4 sword point. It can be 8. Were supported with archers in the middle. You had archers between every shiltron formation, so they can support and they can shoot back the English longbowmen. So this is how usually they fight. There's nothing complex or very innovative when playing shiltrons. It's basically archers. Now, one of my favorite figures here is the Earl of Atholl. The Earl of Atholl, a very beautiful figure that I wanted to show you. I really like the Earl of Atholl. Again, you see I'm mixing and matching men-at-arms and shiltron formation and banners everywhere. This is how you should depict the shiltrons. Now, how are you going to base them? Again, with sword point, you can have 6. or sometimes you can have 8, or sometimes in some rules you can have deep formations of the pike like this. They look very imposing. Look at them. They look really imposing. Depending on how you deploy your troops or what rules are you following, or again, you can see I have here is Earl of Carrick, the brother of Robert Bruce. I have all the commanders deployed ahead. Sorry about this, my son. And in the back you have the shiltrons. In the flanks you have the the longbowmen, and here again the shiltron formation with the men-at-arms in the front create shield walls, and in the back the shiltrons always have your banners, always have your banners, so they will look great. The shields here are not historically accurate. The Pavis shields for the Scottish, but I like them, so I put them. You don't have to be a stickler always. So it depends on the rules you work in, but this is a formidable formation, a very formidable formation of very, very beautiful Claymore casted miniatures. They will be very vulnerable during movement and shooting phase. Try to have them in clear grounds, avoid, usually rules depict shiltron formations very slow, have them avoid usually difficult ground, but when they reach hand-to-hand combat, they're usually devastating. They're very, very strong. So this is for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is my Scottish. They could be an army, I think. They're quite large. I mean, they're not that fine. As I said, banners always are very important for your armies, for your 100-year war armies, and obviously use what I've shown you, what I've taught you, copy-paste images from the internet, print them and scale them in PowerPoint, glue them, and you will have the best coat of arms in business. So this is for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Merry Christmas to everyone, and Happy New Year. We're going to talk again, and we're going to have a very interesting showcase coming soon, showing you Edward III and some other notable commanders. So this is for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.